So hello guys, welcome back to another new video from the channel. Today we are going to discuss about another unique topic for many Mun-Ers, new Mun-Ers into the field. Many of them have today felt that the fees of MUNC registration fees for the months is very high as compared to many other extracurricular activities which we hear of. But what are the perks? Basically, why should we actually go for a month over other activities? This shall be based only on pure research and on true facts, nothing else, just that is it. So moving on, we have a few actually a very few attractive perks for a Mun-Er, which is going to help him in his life further on. So the first, a very general perception which we hear are that Mun-Ers are great in knowledge. Mun-Ers have a very good knowledge, and it is quite true. Model United Nation or a MUN conference, which I said, gives you a heavy gain in general knowledge, which I have already written on, or you can see it on the screen. It gives you a very deep knowledge of geopolitical issues, such as if you have the Russia-Ukraine war as the agenda, you get a very deep understanding of the geopolitical issue of the crisis or geopolitical issue that is concerning the war or that is causing the war. Also, you get to know the cultural history of the world, such as it's a very unique point where the Israel-Hamas crisis, which had been going on since few months or years long, you get to actually know how this has been coming on from the prehistoric situation, from so many centuries down the line. The same crisis happening down, we'll talk about it in the other videos, but the same crisis, how you can implement that in your life, that's the secondary issue. But you get to learn about that history of the place, how different empires have come into the same place and the present crisis have evolved. The next point we would talk is having understanding of world politics and how it works. See, with the geopolitical issues which you understand of, these are present issues. But when you take an understanding of your research, take an understanding of these issues, you also get to learn about how countries function and what do the diplomats actually do and what do they stand for, what resolutions or what actions do they stand for. This is a very heavy gain in general knowledge which will help you in life, which will help you in various examinations which you sit for. That will be SAT, that may be IELTS, that may be any other examination which we want to crack. Okay, moving on to the next point is the development of wit, a very underrated point for Mun-Ers or being a perk for a month, that is having an advancement of general decision making. When you go on to a conference, there are many a times when you need to decide if and when you want to speak, when and how and why do you want to speak at that moment of time, so as to actually win it in the conference. That shows your development of it, which actually does not move out of you after you get out of the conference. It keeps on long as you live out life. It keeps on long and helps you in your life further on. And also the next thing, having this understanding to use the situations cleverly, that is a very important point, where at months it is very important for you to actually push the opponent a question at a time when he's down. It is very important for you to ask him such questions which put him in situations where he's actually forced to lose points from the executive board members. That is one thing which you will carry on in your life, which you will actually have the access to take clever understanding or clever decisions in situations in which you are actually a problem for you, which are a problem for you. You'll be able to turn that into opportunities. That is what MUN teaches you. The maybe last but not the least and the most important point which many of us hear of is that MUN gives you public speaking, and it actually prevents you from having that stage fear in yourself. If you are today a guy who has stage fear in himself or herself, then MUN is the thing for you to remove the same. If you want to do the same, MUN gives you that opportunity to do the same. You will get to understand what to speak, when to speak, and how to do the same. People will teach you about that. The executive board members or your mentors will teach you about that. You actually, when you do the research, you see videos of the conferences, you will be able to learn the same, and you will be able to present yourself in a very much better way. According to me, in my life itself, months have acted in a very drastic way. They have actually built me from something where I was not able to speak at all to somewhere I am able to speak even when I'm impromptu. even when you are impromptu, you do not know anything about the situation, you'll be able to present something, and somewhere down the line that man will have an effect on the same. And the second point is a continuation of the same, where it states how it removes any fear of speaking, any kind of speaking on any occasion, on any note. These were some of the most attractive perks of being in a man, which I feel I have summarized pretty well. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, stay back.